What's going on, people? TroopzTV back again. Like a blood clot again, you understand? Obviously, preview time, you get me. Wolves come to the Emirates Stadium this weekend. Saturday, kickoff 3 p.m. for the people, them, if they want to know the time of the kickoff. Obviously, that is UK time. If you're there foreign, then check out the timings over there. You get me? But big game this weekend coming up. Another must win. You get me? When you're in a title race, every game is must win, blood. You get me? And we are going into this game with extreme confidence, blood. You understand? A fantastic performance on Wednesday night in the Champions League. 6-0 victory at home against Lens. You get me? We put the French side in a baguette. You understand? They really thought they were going to do it again, blood. You understand? They thought they were going to go back to back. They thought they were going to run it back. But the only thing they got was run out of London, fam. You understand? Absolutely fantastic performance from the boys. We have now qualified from our group, and we have qualified top of the group. You get me? So inshallah, we miss or should I say we dodge some big hitters. You get me? Obviously, went on AFTV on Wednesday. We got Robbie. You done already. When I say I fear Madrid, City, and Bayern, I wouldn't say fear. I think fear was the wrong word. I am wary of those teams. You get me? They're the teams that have that for me. If we play them, then it's what we do away from home that's going to decide the tie, blood. You get me? Any other team we get, home or away, I'm confident we can get the job done. Those three, I think, is a little bit sticky still, but obviously we're going to have to wait and see who we get in the knockout round. But back to tomorrow's game, you understand? Big game, bro. You get me? Wolves are going to come into this game feeling very hard done by. Obviously, they was playing against Fulham on Monday night, and we saw what went down in that game. VAR playing a big part again. But I like the way Gary O'Neill carried himself. You get me? Like, obviously, I'm with Arteta, blood. You understand? I'm on his madman antics when he's sticking it on VAR and the PGMOL. I'm fully with that. But I like the way that Gary O'Neill carries himself, blood. You understand? He was very cool, calm, and collective in his post-match interview. He could have lost his head, and he would have been right if he lost his head, blood. You get me? Because that second penalty was absolutely sus. You get me? We've seen hella suspect decisions this week. In VAR, we saw that dodgy decision in Newcastle, or should I say, against Newcastle out in Paris. Hold that though, you get me? Because remember what happened up at St James's Park? Yeah, karma's a mad thing still. But Wolves could use that as ammunition, as fuel to come into this game and cause us problems, blood. You get me? And if you remember last season, Bournemouth 3-2. In the dying seconds, Reece Nelson, that was Gary O'Neill's Bournemouth side, blood. You get me? So we're going to have to be very, very aware of the threats they pose. Pedro Neto, Hawan, a.k.a. the Korean guy, as Pep likes to call him, Cunha, they have some serious threats that we're going to have to stifle. I do believe we will stifle them as well, blood. You get me? Because William Bloodclot Saliba, Gabriel Ross, Clark Magalhaes, they have been absolutely fantastic this season. They haven't put a foot wrong. Obviously, we had that issue at the start of the season when Gabriel wasn't in the team. But as soon as he's come back into the team, you get me, fit like a glove. You know what you're going to get from that. Arteta as well, he did rest some players midweek. When I say rest, he took them off early. Because you know him, blood, he likes to run man into the ground, pause. He likes to have Saka literally hanging by a thread. You get me? But he took off Tomiyasu at half-time. That's a telling sign as well, blood. You get me? I think Tomiyasu has jumped Ben White in the pecking order for that right-back position, blood. You get me? Benny Blanco had a fantastic season last year. He was one of the best right-backs in the league. But this year, he's been a bit up and down, especially when he went without white hair, blood. He went absolutely missing. It was goal settings, blood. You understand? And Tomiyasu, he was a bit shaky last year, if we be totally honest, blood. You get me? He had a lot of injuries, and every time he came into the side, he had a tough time. He cost us a lot. It cost us a lot as well last season when he came in and the errors he made. I remember that Man City error. But it looks like he's went away during preseason, and he's really worked on his game, and he's really worked on his fitness, and he's looking like the Tomiyasu that we signed a few years back. You understand? Now, we've seen that there's talk about a new contract being offered for Tomiyasu, and I think that needs to get done ASAP, ASAP, blood, because he is absolutely fantastic, bro. There's no issues with him. You don't see him moaning when he was out of the team for last season, because he was fit at points. But the back four, the way it was, Benny Blanco, Saliba, Gabriel, and the politician, aka Zinni, he couldn't break into that, blood. You understand? Obviously, Ben White has opened that door for him this season, and he's grabbed that opportunity with both hands, blood. You get me? He has been absolutely fantastic this season. You understand? David Raya as well, blood, getting himself a clean sheet in midweek. He didn't really have a lot to do, but when he had to do his thing, he did his thing. That's what you want to see as well, blood. You get me? You want to see him growing in confidence as well, because man like Kai Havertz, blood, you understand, got himself another goal. That's 2-2 for Kai. He was looking a lot more confident in that Lens game. You get me? He was trying things. He was actually trying to get involved in the game. He was demanding the ball. He's been a bit shy guy since he's been here, blood. You get me? But I think that Brentford goal will really do him wonders, blood, because that Bournemouth goal, it was a mercy goal. You get me? It was a pity goal. You understand? You're not going to really get no confidence off that, blood. You get me? He was ashamed to even go and celebrate. But that Brentford goal, that was a winning goal, blood. You understand? We're going to see how important that goal was as we get further down the line. But you get me? That has to ignite something in the man, blood. You understand? Pause. Because you saw on Wednesday, it slightly has, because on Wednesday he was fully up for it, bro. You get me? Pause. That is a pause, blood. You understand? He was unlucky not to get a couple more goals, blood. You get me? That header before he scored, just going wide. You could see that, you get me, he is growing in confidence, blood. You understand? And that is great to see, because that's what you want to see, blood. You get me? If Havertz is shining, pause, then you understand, Arsenal will be doing obviously great things, blood. You understand? Gabby Jesus, absolutely fantastic performance yet again in the Champions League. He's got 4 and 4 in the Champions League, blood. You get me? He's been a bit hit and miss, if we're being totally honest, in the Premier League. But in the Champions League, he has been absolutely phenomenal, bro. You get me? And if you look at us, that's how it's been, bro. You get me? We've been a bit iffy in the Premier League, but in the Champions League, we look like a proper side, blood. You get me? And I do believe that teams will fear us in the Champions League. I do believe Wolves are coming into this game, and I think they'd probably be like, I mean, them and they would pop bottles if they could get a draw out of us, blood. You get me? Because the Emirates, it's a little fortress now. You understand? Teams don't want to go there. We're blowing teams away. Pause. You understand? So you get me? Inshallah, come Saturday afternoon, Wolves get put in a spliff, just how Lens got put in a baguette on Wednesday night, blood. You get me? Starting 11. Obviously, David Raya, you get me? He's going to start in goal, blood. You understand? Like I said a bit earlier, he is growing in confidence. He is looking a lot more assured, and he's looking at the Brentford David Raya, blood. You understand? I want to say that with his feet on Wednesday, it was a mad thing, blood. You get me? He was cooking, bro. You understand? Right back, we're going to have to go with Tomiyasu, blood. You get me? He has been absolutely phenomenal this season, blood. You understand? One of our best players this season. Centre-back pairing will be, as it always is, blood. You understand? William Bamba Clark Saliba, William Blood Clark Saliba, Willie Ross Clark Saliba. Best defender in the world, blood. You understand? Right now, yeah, I said it, blood. Don't give a shit. Best centre-back in the world, blood. And then alongside him, Gabby Magalhaes. And then obviously, left-back, we're going to have the politician, a.k.a. Zinni. The midfield, we're going to go with the same midfield that played against Lens, Declan Rice and Blood Clark Peas in the midfield. You understand? Another absolutely fantastic performance from Dex midweek, blood. You understand? He has just missed the consistent, bro. You get me? I pray to God that he can keep this fitness going, because you know that a lot of people, like, they don't have no problems with their fitness. They come to Arsenal and then shit goes left. I pray to God that he can stay fit, because, get me, he's literally improving game after game, blood. He is growing as a player, blood. You understand? Pause. So Decky Rice obviously is in the midfield, and then alongside him, we're gonna have the 2 left footers, blood. Kai Havertz, and obviously the captain, Martin, Wizardry, Odegaard. And then the front three, we're going to have the same front three, blood. You understand? Bukayo Blood Clot Saka, Gabby Ross Clark Martinelli, and Gabby Blood Clot Jesus, blood. You understand? Prediction, I think it'll be a close game, blood. You understand? Gary O'Neill, his teams are normally set up very, very good. They're always dangerous on the counter attack. When we concede, it's more time it's at home. If we're being honest, blood, we're more secure away from home. On the trophy show, I said 2-1, but I'm feeling a little bit more confident now. I'm going to go for Arsenal 3, Wolves 1. You let me know your prediction in the comments below. Let me know your starting 11 in the comments below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Troopz, and I'm out.